Hey everyone, it's Lem here. Welcome back to another video. So we're gonna start with episode 3. Well, all the time. Anyways, of the pleasure room. So skip. Okay, I have a good amount of suggestions gonna be as I will just skip the intro. Okay, moving on. Make sure to like and subscribe and yeah. Hope you enjoy. So okay. I'm sorry about the lagging. So on my screen says chapter 3. So last time we left off with this pleasure. Walk on the hills, payment $1,000, duration 2 to 3 hours, requirements women age 20 to 25, preferred brunette. Brunette. Let's do this. So let's begin. I'm going to take this pleasure. I think I can do this. Do you mind if I have it? We usually get around 5 to 6 letters a day, so don't worry. There'll be plenty for the rest of us. That many? Rich people seem to have more needs than regular ones. Come on, let's get you dressed. What do you mean? You can't go in those clothes. The person you'll interact with is definitely rich, so we have a special wardrobe where we can pick outfits from in order to blend in. And you definitely can't go dressed like this for a walk on the hills. Come on now. Looks like we're getting dressed up. We. Let's play dress up, y'all. Go ahead and pick whatever you like to wear. You can bring them back tomorrow. Okay then. What should I wear today? City elegance? Let's see, let's see. Oi. But I think she looks like not like it's undercover. How do I look? Bleh. No. But she does look reminds me of Catwoman. Hmm. Speaking of anyways. Classy in boots. No, I'm not choosing it. I just want to see like what all the clothes look like, not the bleh. What's the final choice? Casual look. I'll stick with that. I love it. Wow. I love this. Now you're ready for your first pleasure. I really hope so. You are. Don't worry. You should go to Vanya's office. Tell her that you're all set. I'll go right now. I'm back. This is the contract. Sign it, and the car will be waiting outside. I quickly signed the contract so that nobody can change their minds. $1,000 could be a great start to what I need. See you tomorrow. Thank you again for this. Mhm. Okay. uh, as he got in the car and noticed the luxurious holstering. The person hiring me definitely had money. Do you want me to turn the air conditioning on? No, it's okay like this. I've never been in such a luxury car before. I wouldn't be in one either if it wasn't for my job. I do return every night to an apartment that's worth less than the custom paint on this car. Tell me about it. Though the man I'm working for is really nice. You don't get that these days, especially with rich people. Let's just hope he's nice to me too. I'm sure he will be. You'll see for yourself in about half an hour. Well then. Hmm. Good evening. Hmm. Good evening. Oh, okay. Well, not really. I don't know. I think it's just a little pretend here. Let's play pretend. Exactly as I asked. I'm delighted to meet you. Rain. I'm delighted to meet you, Rain. I'm Richard. Rain. Such a beautiful name. I hope it doesn't rain, though, during our walk. Oh my god. Shall we? Of course. Not. No. We walked for a while and our discussions about a random subjects as society these days music, education, different book titles. The man was a really good company and I felt a little bit weird. Like I should be paying him for entertaining me. Look, us getting paid back. Hmm. We finally reached the top of the hill, where the view was breathtaking. The city lights made the place look like a paradise, and not the heck pit it really is. Can I ask you a question? Sure. Only if you don't mind. Go ahead. Why did you pay me to come here? So that I wouldn't feel so lonely. You see, I used to come here with my daughter. Oh, but that was a long time ago. Aw, we used to talk about everything. You look an awful lot like her, you know? The same innocence. Where is she now? Someplace better, I hope. She died 5 years ago. Should I ask him how she died? It's not my business. Show some interest. Show some interest? How did she die? Oh, okay. I'm so tempted to that to ask. So, yeah. But at least I got a mystery point. Car accident. Her poor excuse of a husband was driving. Probably drugged out of his mind. Money. They bring power, respect, but they also bring death and misfortune. Rich kids think that they can have them all, but money can't bring back the dead. I didn't mean to get you upset. You didn't get me upset. This is just life. I find the time spent together to be a very pleasant one. And speaking of time, ours is almost out. We should get going. I'm sure that you want to return to your home. I I do. Maybe we can do this again. You were the best company I had in a while. Sure, I'd be delighted. Call the driver to come closer. I'm too old to return on foot. I came back to my shabby apartment, but this time with hope. I hope that maybe this won't be the end. After all, this job wasn't so awful. I quickly took a shower, changed into my pajamas, and rested my head on the pillow with a bit of excitement towards what tomorrow brings. I soon fell asleep. And then it was day. And then what felt like a second, it was morning. I quickly got dressed and ate a bagel that was laying on the kitchen counter since who knows when. And I realized I haven't had anything to eat since yesterday morning. Not that I wouldn't be accustomed to that. This time was because of the excitement. Ooh, excitement. Me eating almost every morning. Let it be mornings or afternoon or evenings. Dinner. Breakfast or dinner. So, yeah. As I passed by Vanya's office, she gave me a please to look. Please look. Maybe the man gave me a good review? Who knows? Shoot. Almost everybody was in the room. The new chick just walked in. Stop staring at her. It's not my fault that she's eye candy. Just don't. Stay here. I'm going to say hi. Sure, don't stare at her. Leave it all for Matt. Hi. How did you find your first pleasure unfold? It's a delightful evening. I was on a walk, got to see the city from above, had a great conversation, and received $1,000 for it. What could be better than that? Doing all this with me. Party attendance. I don't know. Matt, you're next. Party attendant. Party attendant. Payment $1,500. Duration 4 hours. Requirements man 19 p.m. I've got this. Do you want to go for a coffee until I have to leave? I had to wait here in case something shows up. The others have priority now. When they get close to your order, I'll ask Laura to text me. She's the next in line before you know. I know. Come on, we have time. I promise you. If anything, there was an option, if I'm not wrong. If I'm correct, it gives you the option for the love interest. But I'm not gonna choose him. Sorry to spoil it. I'm just so excited. I love this story. I'm a big romance nerd. Yeah. Are you hungry? I think that they have sandwiches here. I can't spend the money eating out, especially since this cafe is situated in the luxury area. My treat. No, thank you. I just ate earlier. Did she? Did you? Yeah, which is a lie. Oh my goodness. Please let me pay for the coffee. I asked you to come. You shouldn't. Yes, I should. Tell me about yourself. There isn't that much to tell. I grew up here. I've never been to someplace else. My parents died a few years ago. I have no other living relatives. I live in a small apartment across town. Until yesterday, I used to help in different small stores in my neighborhood. That's how I got by. What about you? Single. Parents alive. Not talking to them. I live near a workplace. So, what did you used to do before you got this job? I used to be a model for an agency. Couldn't you tell? Okay. Ooh, artsy. He then reached for his coffee, and I could observe all his features. I can see why he used to be a model. His face was in perfect harmony with his attitude, boyish enough, yet man enough. Come to think about it, his face was perfect. His hair shine being stroked by the sun's rays, and his lips gently curved into a smile, probably knowing that I'm watching him. His lips, I don't even know why I'm thinking about them. Excuse me? Yeah, no. I barely even know him. He's not even my type. There's something about him, maybe his accent, the warm tone of his voice. Something that makes me want to know him better, and yet I'm all giving him raspy voice. You zoned out for a sec. I'm sorry, you were talking about being a model. No, Mr. Bernstein, just checking you were paying attention. Oh my goodness. Yes, I was paying attention. Being a model. Most of our coworkers used to be models. Some even rising actors. Nothing of this kind. I know. That's why I find this weird. I think that you're the first employee that didn't have a high society connection. Excuse me? Did you get a letter of invitation? It was more of a clue. I know. Mine was the last key watcher between two worlds. As a reference to the main door, which is keyhole shaped. Pretty tricky, you ask me. I wonder if everybody that gets the invitation actually manages to get here. I think this is her way of testing if you're worthy of being here because the job requires some skills. This job requires some skills. There will be situations in which you have to know how to act, and just a pretty look isn't always enough. Once a woman introduced me as the CEO of a major tech company, I guess she was trying to impress her friends. And everybody kept asking me all these questions about computer boards and phones and apps. I finally tricked my way out of it, answering a few of the questions, the easy ones. Then I pretended to be bored of talking about work, so I changed the subject and started talking about some juicy star gossip that was at the time. It doesn't matter what their education level is, everybody loves gossip. So, but I can see why she chose you. You have that innocence in your eyes. I already like that about you. Boy, and I am very stubborn. Are you now? Yeah, I refuse to die. When life keeps pushing me back, I refuse to give in. You should stop your qualities. I may end up having a crush on you. Like you would ever look in my way. Get real. Why wouldn't I, Rain? Maybe you should look into the mirror more often. Just because life wasn't easy on you till now doesn't mean you're destined for something great. It's getting late. Maybe you should get back. I really need a job. I'll walk you back. How the door opens and closes so smooth. I returned back and in the room were Lara and Sophie. And just when I was heading to talk to her, a knock on the door stopped me. I'll get it. I don't know how many voices I can manage to do. Um, ooh. Theater night. Payment $500, duration 3 hours, requirements Sophie. Oh, it's actually from me. It's the old man that takes me to the theater every week to see Pride and Prejudice. I swear I know all the lines right now. He could at least change the play. I think he hopes I'll end up falling for him, or maybe he'll end up brainwashing me. I chuckled at the thought that somebody had to see the same play over and over again. At the same time, I was always sad because I always wanted to see a play, but my finances were limited to my food and medication. Well then, I guess it's just the two of us now. How was your pleasure last night? Nothing complicated. A walk on the hills, a nice conversation. Let's just hope that we get some jobs today. Thursday's the worst day of the week. I really need another job. Tell me about it. My kid has to have new braces. You have a child? Yes, but I'm separated from his father. And obsessive. Okay, so now I had to pay for everything by myself. I got this job because he took off and left me with a lot of debts to settle in a huge house mortgage. I'm trying to get my life on track, but I still need a lot of money in order to do that. What are you here for? Money, like everyone else. Here. The truth is, I need some medication. They don't come cheap. I'm sorry, I had no idea. It's okay. I just don't like to talk about it, so please don't tell anyone else. I understand. I don't know why I told her this, but I feel like I could trust her. It's not like I'm keeping it a secret. I just don't want people to look at me differently. We stayed there for a couple of hours, but nothing new arrived. Bad business day. What did I tell you? Better luck tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Let's go home. My kid is definitely waiting for me. Again, arrived at my apartment. I did my evening ritual, made myself a sandwich, and got into bed. I should see the doctor tomorrow. Next morning. Hello, can I talk to you? Grocery. How can I help you? Are you in pain? Do you want me to write prescription for some painkillers? That's not why I came. No? What is it then? You were talking about the treatment the other day. I told you, healthcare doesn't cover it. I know. Does it work? It has a 98% success rate. That's pretty high in my book. It is. I didn't expect it to be so good. How much time would I actually have to come up with the money? It's a 6 months treatment and you can pay it as we go along, but it will be around 50K a month. For it to work, we should get started immediately. What if you would administrate me a small dose or make the periods between the administration longer? Fortunately, it doesn't work like that. The administration has to be by the book. It's an experimental drug in the process of licensing. The producers won't agree with this usage. They still control every patient until everything is settled. I understand. Thank you again. Anytime, Ray. Mm. On my way to work, I made an easily calculation. Even if I took a pleasure every day at around 1K, that would be a good paycheck. It would lead me at around 30K a month. And this is if I manage to take a pleasure every day, which is highly unlikely. All the possible combinations run through my head, but nothing added up so that I could actually pay for the treatment. I reach work a little lost in my thoughts. Maybe this job isn't the solution. Maybe a solution doesn't exist for me anymore. I sat on the couch for a few hours and able to distract myself from my thoughts. Letters came and the people nice at different jobs while I kept waiting for my turn when all of a sudden, rain! Rain! What? This is especially for you. Especially for me? My thoughts raced to the nice man that I had a walk on the hills with. He did say I was the most enjoyable company he ever had. But as I took the piece of paper in my hands, my body froze. This cannot be real. I must be seeing things. Moving into the Spino essay, payment 500K, duration 1 year, requirements rain. What? Things are about to get good from here, y'all. To be continued. So, yes, y'all. Like I said, this is what episode 3, if I'm not wrong. So, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Or, yeah, anyways, yeah, see you guys. Bye.